Okay, guys, good afternoon, everybody. Once again, good afternoon, all. Okay, guys, so in the last session, we have discussed about the introduction of the HTML, basically, like why web, why it is required. I mean, like different kinds of an applications, like we have seen the standalone applications, we have seen the web applications that where internet is mandatory for sure. So with that, with respect to that, we have seen that YouTube as an example. We have typed the YouTube there and we have seen it. Tell me one thing, is screen is visible properly? Is screen is visible properly? It's not visible. Second. Too much of brightness is there. If I write something, is that is visible? Just confirm me once. Visible, right? Okay, very good. Thanks for the response. Thank you all. Okay, so this is what that we have seen in the last session, guys, that when you will be called as a full stack developer, at the same time, what are the technologies? If you take any one application, any application, especially a web application, as an example, we have seen on YouTube, we have seen Instagram, Instagram as an example, or a WhatsApp, Facebook, all this. So if you take any application, so what happens is there will be a 3 layers. So one is a backend, which is a storage part. One is a middle end, which will be acting like what exactly we want, going and getting the data, all that. And one is a front end part. Okay, one is a front end part, that what we will be seeing, that we will be clicking on some text. So all that will be visible to us. So this is nothing but like a 3 layers or a 3 components or a 3 main parts that every application will be having. So this is what we have seen. And along with this, we have seen that what is an difference between that a markup language and a programming language. Because when we started with the HTML, what is HTML? Basically, hypertext markup language. So this hypertext markup language. So as I said that you guys would have been heard about many languages, programming languages, query language. So a lot of languages. But this markup language, how it is different from the other languages? And what is that main difference between your programming language and a markup language is what that we have seen in the last class. That in the programming, what happens that the computation part is there. But when it comes to an HTML or a markup language, that computation will not happen. That whatever you give, that will be printed. Whatever you give, that will be printed. So this is what live example I have executed and I have shown you guys. Just I have taken one notepad. In that notepad, I have typed something, whatever, same operation. I gave int a equals to, int b equals to, int c equals to a plus b. If same thing, if we write in other programming languages, that computation will happen. But here, it did not happen. Whatever we have given, that only it gave to us. It gave to us. So this is what that we have seen in the last class. And many of you guys, that if you observe very carefully, that in the text that whatever I have given in the text, that int a equals to int b equals to, this is what I have given probably. Correct? This is what I have given. And if you see in the notepad that whatever I have written it step by step, I have written in this way. I have said here as int a equals to some value I have assigned, and int b equals to some value I will give, and same way I will tell int c equals to a plus b. Think if this is what I have given. If this is what I have given, and if you see in the output, what happened is everything came in a same line. Did you observe that in the output? When I double clicked on that file, what happened? What happened is everything came in a same line. It did not come how I have given. It printed what I gave, but it did not come in the same line. Visible, right? Yeah. So it did not come in the same line. What happened? What had happened? It gave everything, it gave me in the same line. What is the problem there? Is what that you have to understand. See, this HTML, whatever it is there, this HTML markup language, whatever it is that the content what we have, it is there. And still understand, we did not come for this hypertext. Still we did not come. We are still here only, this markup language only we are still. So understand this part first. So whatever I have given, everything was coming in a same line. But why it is coming in the same line? Whatever I will give, in the same way it has to be printed, right? It did not print. It did not give to me. Why? Because in your HTML, in this markup language, in this HTML, if you want the content that whatever you have given, if you want this contents to be displayed in a proper way, if you wanted them to be displayed, then in the HTML, you have to use a certain tags. You have to use certain tags. See how in your Java programming or in your SQL, how you will be creating the tables, how you will be writing up the query properly. See, there is some format. There was some structure when you created a table. For insertion, there were one syntax. You would have been seen first type of an insertion, second type of an insertion. All these insertions were there. Why? Because we want that data to be go and sit inside the table properly, not however it want, properly. That was a motive. That is why it is called as a structured. One predefined format where that is how we have to store. That is what you have learned. In a same manner, even in this markup language, whatever the content you are giving here, if you want this content to be displayed in one proper standard or in one proper format as how you are giving, you have to use tags. You have to use tags. So by using this tags, there are n number of tags. So by using this tags, you can display your content in one proper format according to your requirement. If you want, however we want, if that to be printed, then you, without using a tag, you give whatever you want, it will print. Yesterday, lively, you have seen that. It will print. But if you want that to be come as a proper in the browser, then you have to use a certain tags. So your markup language or your hypertext markup language, this HTML contains a full of tags. Why that tags? Because you want this data to be printed in one proper way. one proper format. See, as an user, think that the Facebook people, when they created the application, without any alignment or without any proper format or without any proper positions, whatever content they have given, if they would have given you randomly, will you go and use that web application again? Will you go and use that application again? No. So whatever the content you are giving, whatever you give, that only will display, but that we have to display it in a proper way. To display that in a proper way only, we have a tags. As I said, that HTML is completely of the tags. And in that tags also, they have divided into two types. In that tags also, they have been divided into the two types. So that the two types are nothing but the paired tag and unpaired tags. Paired tags and unpaired tags. Whatever the tags that are present in an HTML, all that tags has been divided into two. So as a paired tags and unpaired tags. Now what is this paired tag? What is this unpaired tag is what you have to see. Right now I'll just give example, but know that these are paired tag, these are unpaired tag. But what is the functionality of that tags, you will learn. But right now I will just give you few examples which are the paired tag, which are the unpaired tag. So know the examples. What is that functionality? Why we have to give that a tag? How we will be giving? Everything you will be seeing practically. Okay. So in a paired tag, the most important tag, that is nothing but the HTML tag. This is a paired tag. Why paired tag? Means once you open your tag, you have to close that tag for sure. Once you open a tag, you need to close that respective tag. Don't worry, why this forward slash is there, everything you will understand. Pair tag means what? Certain tags will be there. Once you start that tag, you have to tell the ending of that also. You have to start with that and definitely you have to close. For example, in your Java, to write that body, you will tell class launch, class demo one, everything you will tell. And then what you will tell? You will tell public static, void main string args, you will tell. And then again, you will open and close that curly braces. Curly braces. If you miss that, what happens? It will throw error. It will tell missing, it will tell. It will throw you error if you are not closing that flower braces properly. It will throw error there. Same like that, here also there are certain tags. If you open, you have to close. And one more thing here is like in your Java, how you will do in your edit place or in the Eclipse, how it will give you that error. Please check here, this line number, that and all will not give here. Why? Because whatever you give, that will be printed. It will not bother. Whether you have opened, whether you have closed, it will not bother. Whatever you give, it will print. But if it is really concerned to you that you have to get your output properly, then you have to open and you have to make sure that you have to close as well. If you open it and if you close, then you will be getting your output or whatever the content you want to display properly. But this HTML or whatever software that you will be using, that will not tell you that, see, go and see that this is missed. It will not tell. Why? Because this is a markup language. It will not do that computation. It will not tell you what are the errors. If you want properly, then you have to give the tags properly. So not only this, there are many tags, many basic tags which we have. We will see one by one. We have a P tag. What is P? Why? What stands for it? That also we'll see. Once you open, you have to close it. Once you open, you have to close it. then only you will get the proper output. If something alignment, if something is missing, then you have to understand, you have to analyze and tell that, okay, something is missing in the code that whatever we have written. And unpaired tag. What are this unpaired tag? Means there are individual tags where you can open, but no need to close it. You can open, you can use that tag, but no need to end that tag. You can start that tag, but no need to end that tag. Such type of tags are called as the unpaired tag. Pair means what? To pair. Paired tag. Unpaired means single. So you can start that tag, but no need to end that tag. But no need to end that respective tag. So here you have a lot of tags. So I will tell an HR tag. What is that HR tag? All that you will understand. All that you will understand. A lot of tags are there basically. Okay, lot of tags are there. So you will understand. You will go through one by one. But understand why tags are required. Some content I am displaying in the browser to make sure that it is displaying in a proper format. In a proper way, we need certain tags to be used in an HTML. And that tags has been classified into two. One is paid tag, one is unpaid tag. Paid tags means once you start that tag, you need to end it. But unpaid tag means you can start, no need to end it. There will be no end for that tag. So such type of tags are called as the unpaid tags. Is this clear? At end, you have to write it, okay? For whichever the notes or the definitions that whatever is required, then and there I will give. Okay, for whichever point, the definitions, everything are important. For that I will give. No, so actually you have written it. I mean you have written it wrong there. Okay, / you have to use. / you have to use. Check. Okay, / you have to use. Check with that. And here, please try to modify. This is not HR, it is BR actually. Not HR, BR. Sorry, my bad. BR. Sorry, not HR, it is BR. Kindly change that BR. Okay, so why this BR? I will tell. Okay, what exactly it stands for? I will tell. Okay, so what is this HTML? Everything that whatever the examples I have given here, you will see it for sure. But understand what are paid tags and what are unpaid tags. Clear? Anybody have any doubt here? Yeah, you can write down this. You can take a tags. Okay, so why do we need a tags here? To display the content in proper way. To display the content in a proper way, we need tags. So these tags are divided into two types. One is paid tag, one is unpaid tag. Okay, so start should be there, end also should be there. Start should be there, and you have to end it also. You have to end it also. But here, only you can start it directly, no need to end it. Okay, copy it down. Yeah, yes, guys. So we'll see a list of tags are there. We will see all the list of tags. We will see one by one, we will see. I have written the definition on the board. Y tags to display the content in the proper way. Y tags to display the content in the proper way. There are two ways, paid tag and unpaid tag. Paid tag means what? Start tag will be there and end also you have to do. Unpaid means only start will be there. What is BR, what is HTML, everything you will learn. These are just examples. Still, we did not go completely in depth. There are certain things or certain terminologies which are required. There are certain flows which are required. So one by one will go. See, you understood content. Whatever we have given, it will be displayed. Okay, whatever you have given, it will be displayed. Now, if that content has to be displayed properly, we need a tag. So you have learned the tags. Now in the tags, what and all are there, that also you will learn. So everything will be connected with each other. Everything will be connected with each other. This I have started. End means this forward slash. See, this is the start. This is end. This forward slash I have given. But for the BR, I did not give. Why? Because for unpaid tag, it will be a single. Only start will be there. End will not be there. PHP is actually comes under a middle. It is not a front end. PHP is not front end. In unpaid tag, can we have end if wanted? Yes, you end you give, but it will not make any difference or it will not affect anything. If you want, you can give it a Vinay. Okay. Started, end also. Started, end also, but it will not make any difference. But usually, as an IT standards, as an important thing, you have to know it. I mean, the proper way of writing the tags, all that. Okay. I will give what is a complete definition of HTML later, because still that what is hypertext we did not come. Okay, so once I complete that word hypertext markup, then proper definition, then important points, everything I will give. Still I did not give definition. Why? Because we did not complete that still. We did not complete that still. Done? Is it done, everybody? Still anybody writing? So if the board is new, this is a struggle we have to do. Okay, anyways, done? Anybody still writing? Okay. Initially itself, directly we should not use water actually for the new boats. We have to use coolant. But that gum, whatever it is there, it will be at least for 1 week to clearly get all. Okay. So now there were contents. Okay, there were contents, some contents were there. And to display that contents properly, I said that we need a certain tags. So there were paid tags, there were unpaid tags, everything is fine. So in this markup language, you understood that tags will be there. Not like in your Java programming languages, something called as a curly braces, all that. Or in your SQL, like how while creating the table, you will open that parenthesis, or while inserting the values, for the values, you will open that parenthesis. That is not there here. Here we have a tags. So this much is clear that content, it is that if contents has to be displayed properly, we need what? We need that certain tags. So what are the tags that we will see? The list of the tags that whatever are there that comes under this respective language, we'll see. Now here, this HTML, whatever it is that, this H stands for hyper. Hyper. This T stands for text. This M stands for markup. And this L stands for language. Hope it is visible. Hope it is visible properly. Okay. So this is an actually full form of what? Of your HTML. Now, this part, whatever is there, this part is clear to you guys already. What is this part? Markup language means what? A certain contents will be there. Whatever the contents you want, that contents will be displayed. So if you want that contents to be displayed properly, we need a certain tags. In that tags, two types of tags are there: paid tag, unpaid tag. So all this is what that we have seen. So basically this I will tell as a content. Content. And there is another part of here also, something called as an hypertext. Here there is something called as an hypertext. Now what is this hypertext? See, when we opened that YouTube channel, there were certain videos will be available. As soon as you open, certain videos will be available. If you keep your cursor on that, some content will be there, like a link or something. If you click on that, the video will open. Or else you would have been filled the master data. Example, I will take this only. You would have been filled a master data. We would have given some link to you. See, if you click on this, there you one form will be open, and there you have to fill all the everything. So that link, whatever it is there, that is a link. But some text will be there. See, link means only underline will not be there. Here also some contents, XYZ, some contents will be there. If you click on this respective part only, you will be redirecting. Correct? Not only this, if you go to search any content, Okay, if you go and type as what is Java, what is structured query, a lot of things it will display. In that one content, one underline will be there. If you click on that, you will enter. And leave that also. You will fill the forms. Mandatorily, 2 buttons will be there. In all the forms, one is the submit button, one is next button. Assume submit button for sure will be there. If you click on that submit button only, the data will go and sit with the respective place, correct? That button, whatever it is there, you are clicking that button. And if you see like this, there are in any of the applications, in any of the web applications, if you assume, there will be a certain contents like that also. It can be a link also. Sometimes it can be an image also. Image also will be there. Buttons also will be there. In some of the websites, they will give images. If you click on that image, you will redirect it to some place. There will be some links. If you click on that link, you will go to that. See, if you type as www.codenest.com, directly website will open. If you tell as a codenest.com, many of the links it will suggest you. If you click on that, you will go there. So certain links will be there and certain buttons also will be there. In any web applications, if you see, either in one way, this buttons, either image or a link or buttons definitely will be present. Yes or no? Is there anybody who did not see them? Is there anybody who did not see them? Is there anybody who did not see them? Thank you. Very sharp eyes you have. Thank you. Okay, so anybody who did not see such kind of things in any of the website? No, right? This kind of a contents, this kind of the contents only are called as an hypertext. Technically, they are called as an hypertext. This contents, whatever you are seeing, for you, it is just image. For you, it is just one link. For you, it is just a button. But for the developers, these are the hypertext. They are clickable. They are clickable. So in any of the web applications, if you see, it will be a combination. Contents also will be there, and along with that, a certain images, a certain buttons, all this will be present. All this will be present. So that is why any web applications or any applications, if you take, all this will be present. So that is why this is called as an hypertext markup language. Markup language, basically it is a content. This hypertext is nothing but any clickable things or any clickable contents. It can be an image also, it can be a link also, it can be a button also, it can be anything. It can be anything. So any clickable contents that you can see on any of the website, they are called as an hypertext technically. So that is why combination of together a clickable contents and the normal contents. See, this is also is one content only. Image also is one content. Link also is one content. Button also is one content. So any content which are clickable, they are called as an hypertext. And in a markup language, what especially we are doing, we will be displaying the contents. So that is why together it is called as an hypertext markup language. So any clickable things, it can be a content also, it can be image, it can be a link, it can be a button. So they are called as an hypertext technically. Once again, I am repeating, for you, this might be only image. This might be only link. This might be only a button. But for the developers in a technical, in a pure technical, it is nothing but it is an hypertext. And one more thing I wanted to just tell to every one of you guys. I know many of them are from CSIS. Many of them are from non-technical. Many of them are from non-CSIS. Many of them are from CS and IS. So CSIS, I know here and there some knowledge you have because you are from a technical background. Since you know, you would have been heard HTML, don't assume that you know everything. Don't assume that you know everything. Because even we have crossed all the colleges days, test, what are the technologies are there, everything. We know how well they will teach us. We know what and all circus we would have been done to create that projects, where we would have been went and from where we would have buyed the project and came, everybody knows. So don't be in a assumption or perception that you know everything. In every class, at least one or two definitely will be there who thinks that they know everything. Until and unless you see all the things. See, nobody would have taught us what is paired tag, unpaired tag in an engineering college. Or nobody would have said us, see, this image also is an hypertext. See, this ink also is an hypertext. Nobody will teach us all this. So don't be in a perception that, or don't be in an assumptions that you know everything. Start from the first. This is important. This is important, which is very much important for your placements. For your placements. And I don't know that how many of you guys know this or no, but I just wanted to make this point. There is something called as a performance of the students as well. There is something called as a performance of the students as well. So really, if you're good, if you're really showing that enthusiasm, if you have that much gaining knowledge in a certain things. So suppose if any company people, if they come and if they ask us, say, give me one candidate, give me two candidates, we have a right to refer the students. In the entire batch, we can pick any of the students and we can tell that, see, this is a best candidate that you can ever get. You take him. So there are certain things called as a performance of the students also. So first thing, discipline is important. Without a discipline, knowledge is waste. Without a discipline, gaining knowledge is waste. So kindly have that discipline. Probably this will be the last I will tell. So kindly have a discipline in any of the sessions that you attend. You can consider this as a request also. Okay, so have that discipline. Learn. If you know also it is fine. Consider this as a revision. If you know also it is fine. Consider this as a revision and learn it. But those who are interested, those who are really wanted to study, don't interrupt them. So this is a request that I am doing to every one of you guys. I hope this is clear to all of you guys. Clear? Clear? Great. So I will see how many of you guys will do an excellent performance. Okay, so can an application also be an hypertext? See, application, guys, it is a complete application. See, if you take as in YouTube, it is an application. In YouTube, what you will be having is you will be having a content and you will be having the clickable things. Clickable contents, hypertext. Hypertext. See, whatever that I have written here, int a equals to or b equals to c equals to a plus b, this is also is one text only. But in more technical, I've just said this as a contents. These are clickable contents and there are normal contents also which we will be displaying. So combination of all normal things also, normal contents also. In this language, this will be there. In this language, content. In this respective language, what will be there? Contents. And why this is called as an hypertext is not only this contents, but the clickable contents only will also be present. So that is why it is completely called as a hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Yes, links as a text links also you can consider. Yes, links as a text links also you can consider. Links will be there in any of the applications. If you see, buttons will be there. Okay, lot of things will be there. So all of them are nothing but, see, they are clickable basically. So they are only technically called as an hypertext. Clear? Anybody have any doubts still? Okay, so you can write that. Yes, Kamal, sure. Sure. Yes, Gurbit. Okay, so see here, practically I'll show once. I'll just open. I'll just open see, this is basically what is this? This is an application, correct? This is one application. This is what the application, the web application of the CodeNest which we have, correct? Can you see here something here called as a register now, new batch? Register is there. See, this content is there. Welcome to CodeNest is there. Welcome to CodeNest is there, right? Now, can you see the difference that if I click on here, it is allowing it will allow me to click. But if you see here, there is a content. This is only the content. This is only the content. But if I click here, can you see that it is allowing me to redirect? It is allowing me to redirect. Can you see that? Can you sense that difference? Yes, can you see that the difference? Can you see here? So all the websites will be like this only, right? You can see here, sign up, see, register now. This is a button. Okay, now see here, register now. Can you see here, register now? Dream Factory program for 2022 and 2023. See, this is a button which, see, all these are not, okay? All these are only the contents. Okay, all these are only the contents. Can you see here, some button also is there, see? Just click on that. Can you see that click? See, here also things are there. See, sometimes it is not only in terms of the button. It can be in the link also. See, this is a link actually. This is a link actually. This is a link actually. And you can see there is a button here. This is a button. This is a button. Okay, so links also can be there. Buttons also can be there. In few of the places, images also they would have been made. In few of the places, images also, there will be a clickable contents. Okay, in images also, there will be an clickable. Example is clear to everyone. Example, one application is clear to everyone. So in any website that you take, what happens is both the things will be there. Both the things will be there. Content also will be there. Clickable things also will be there. So everything will be included. And if you see here, this is a beauty of the hypertext language. See, this is a content I want to be displayed. So whatever the content I'll give, that content will be displayed as it is to me. And how it is coming properly, can you see? See, here some space is there, here some space is there. In proper format it is displaying. How it is displaying is because of the tags. Because of the tags. Because of the tags. Okay, that is because of the tags. See, links are there, links are there. Link example also I'll show you once. You will get one better clarity here. So here I will tell what is Java, or I will tell as what is tags in HTML. Okay, I'll just click on that. See, this is a link. Can you see the link here? Can you see the link here? This is not button. This is not a button. What is this? This is a link. What is this? This is a button. What is this? This is a button. You will be getting a button. So submit button. Submit button. Yes. So see, this is a link. So like this, some images. See, this is an image. This is an image. If I click on that image, see, it is clickable. As soon as I clicked on that, I got it. As soon as that I clicked on that, I am getting it. See, some images also will be present like this, which are clickable. Which are clickable. So in a website, so all these things will be present for sure. And yes, tags are important. Tags are important. Why tags are important is because that the proper alignment you have seen there, coordinates, it was coming in the center. It was coming in the center. How it is that content is coming in the center? Because of the tags. So if you learn all the tags that whatever are there, the list of the tags that are present, then you will be able to display that content in your web applications in a proper format. In a proper format. Clear? So can I erase the whatever I have written on the board? I'll just erase. Okay, so now you got to know everything. You will learn how to set up buttons, how to give the links, how to display the contents by using the different tags. Only one thing, that concentration from you guys is required. And for everything, there is a certain time and there is a link between each other. Everybody, a lot of you guys are asking a valid questions. Ma'am, what is this? What is this? You will learn. Definitely you will learn it before all the complete your web technologies are completed. You will be able, or you will be in such a position that you can build one application as well. That a front end part, whatever it is there, that definitely you will be able to print it. Clear? So now tags I was telling. So what is hypertext markup language? Hypertext means what? It is a clickable contents. In that markup language, what we will do? We will be displaying that contents only, that however we want. This is what is present. Now we have a certain things here. I mean a list of the tags we have. So you can take down the heading as a basic HTML tags. basic HTML tags. Basic HTML tags. So in the basic HTML tags, there are a lot of tags again. There are a lot of tags again. So I will specify basic HTML tag, one as an HTML tag and one as a P tag. And also we have something called as a body tags also will be there. Okay, many things, many tags are present. Many tags are present. So you have to understand why you have to give HTML, where we will be using P, where we will be using a body, and we have something called as a title tag also. We have something called as a head tag also. So not only this, there are many other tags. There are many other tags. So I will take one basic example. I will show you in the background how it will be worked, why you have to use HTML, why you have to use P, why you have to use body, title, head, everything I will tell. But apart from this, there are other basic tags also, which we will continue next. So just to take down one small heading as a basic HTML tags and take down all these tags, which we will be using now to write one program or to write one code. So take down this basic thing, why HTML you have to tell, why P, body, everything I will tell. Write it down. If you are done, you can just tell me. Done. Anybody writing? See, if anybody is writing, if anybody wants any time to write, you can directly ping me and tell that writing. Okay, so if you are done, you can tell it as a done. If you are writing, tell it as a writing. Okay, everything we'll discuss. Still lot more classes are there which we have to see. A lot more topics are there which you have to learn. So don't worry. So don't worry. For that also we will come, whether it is a sensitive or case sensitive, everything you will learn. Okay, now I will one small page I will tell. I mean, one output I want. What that output I want is, just to see here. I want to display like this. Is it visible? Is it visible? Okay. So I'll just take here. Is complete is visible or only half is visible? Is complete is visible? Ah, yes, great. Okay, see, this is one part. I mean, consider now I want here like this, and here I want as a demo. Demo I want. Okay, and here I wanted to print something called as an welcome to HTML. Welcome to HTML, and here I will tell as the welcome to tags. This is a basic thing I want. A normal page, a very normal page. This is what I want. And if you see one thing carefully here, I'll just to show you that part. I'll just to show you that part. See here you are getting some content. Can you see here? When I opened www.codenest.com, what it is giving, something is giving here to me. India's best job seeking and training platform. Can you see this? And when I typed that what is an HTML, can you see here something it is there? that what is HTML. This is what I typed. So in the tab, I will be getting that. And if you see here, I have opened the Zoom. So that Zoom attendee, it is coming here. Can you see that? Everybody? Can you see that, everybody, on the top? So here, whenever you are typing something, whatever you are typing something, that will be displayed on top. You click on anything. If you want to do that trial and error, go and do that also. It will display. So like that, on top, I want to display this demo. What it is technically called also, you will understand. But in that place, I want this demo to be displayed. And right now, I want only these two contents to be displayed as an output. Yesterday also, you have seen example how to display this content. But it did not come in a way that I wanted. How it came in a single line, it came. In a single line, it came. But now I want the proper thing. So how to get that proper thing? See, whatever you write in the HTML, internally we have something called as an HTML interpreters. You would have learned in your Java. Interpreters, compilers, assemblers. What are those? Those are the softwares. Assembler will convert your assembly level language to your mission level language. Your compiler will convert your high level language to your mission level language. Interpreter also will do same. But what interpreter will do? Line by line it will execute. But what your compiler will do? It will take that entire code and in one shot it will execute. So like that, compiler interpreters, here we have an HTML interpreter which will be running at back. So what is the interpreter? That functionality of the interpreter is same here also. What is that? Is executing your code line by line. Not in one shot, line by line. So in the back, we have certain things called as an HTML interpreter. We have something called as an HTML interpreter. HTML interpreters we have. HTML interpreter we have. So this is a main person. Whatever that you will be writing, he will evaluate, he will execute each and every line and he will give you this respective output. Now I know what is my requirement. This is what I have to get. If this I have to get, then how should I write? Is a question. Some basic tags I have already given. I have given HTML, I have given body, head, title, P tag I have given. You doesn't know what is that. But some basic tags I have given. Whatever I have specified, those are sufficient to get all this. Thus on the top as a demo and the content as a welcome to HTML and content as welcome to tags. This is sufficient. Now code is what I have to write to get that respective output. Now how to write that code? Here there is one rule. Here there is one rule that you have to wake up this person. You have to wake up this person. Who is that person? HTML interpreter. You have to wake up this person to analyze or to take each line of the code and give you that respective output. You have to wake up that person. And how do you tell to an interpreter that it is an HTML code is what I am writing? Is by starting your code. By starting your code with HTML tag. By starting your code with HTML tag. First, you have to tell HTML. Why HTML you have to tell is, you have to wake up this person. And you have to tell to the browser, where are we expecting this output? 100% no doubt browser. 100% no doubt it is a browser. So in a browsers only internally we will be having this HTML interpreters. We no need to do anything. So we have to tell to this person and we have to wake up this person. How do we tell that we are writing HTML only? Is by starting it with the HTML tag. So when browser sees that, when it wants it to execute, when it has to give, by seeing that first line itself, it will understand, okay, this is an HTML and this HTML interpreter will come into picture. Because line by line is what we have to get executed. And here, there is nothing called as an HTML compilers, all that. No, it is an HTML interpreters only. So we have to start our code with this HTML. And what is this HTML? HTML, if you go few seconds or few minutes back, HTML is a paired tag. What? HTML is a paired tag. So once you start that HTML, you need to end that HTML. Once you start that HTML, you need to end that HTML. Why you need to end? Because HTML is a paired tag. HTML is a paired tag. So first you have to start with what? You have to start with the HTML. We have to start with the HTML. One second. Good, Sheikh. Okay, so practice. So we have to start with what? We have to start with the HTML. Why? Because we have to tell this important persons that this is an HTML code is what we are writing. So whatever the HTML code you are writing, you have to start it with the HTML tag. HTML tag. And this HTML tag is an paired tag. So once you start, you have to end it. Once you start, you have to end it. How we will be ending that respective part? There is something called as an opening. You are doing like this and you are writing the HTML like this. And again, you are opening this and you are giving that forward slash and you are giving this HTML. And this is called as an ankle tag. Ankle brackets. Ankle brackets. Ankle brackets. You have to tell it as an ankle brackets. Okay, that whatever these two things are there, these are the ankle brackets. So technically they are called as an ankle bracket. So to start with this, you have to give, but to end this forward slash, if you tell, it will understand that it is an end. It will understand that it is an end. So you have to start with that tag and you have to end with that tag. Okay. I've started, ma'am. I have ended also. So if you see in this place very carefully, shall I erase this part? Shall I erase this part? Shall I erase this part? So if you observe the output very carefully, I have to start from here. I have to start from here. From where I have to? From here I have to start. See, why? Because this is what I have to display. This is what I have to display. So demo is what I have to display. So here, if I want to display this, from here is what I have to start. From here is what I have to start. And when I am starting here, what I want here, this is a demo which I have to display. And this is technically called as a title. When your HTML interpreter wakes up, first thing what we want is this a title we want. This is technically called as a title. That whatever that you would have been seen on the top, that Codenest job seekings or anything, like when we opened what is an HTML tag. So all that, whichever is displaying on top, they are technically called as a title. They are technically called as a title. So to display this a title, we have one tag itself in an HTML that is nothing but the title tag. And here what I want to display, I want to display a demo. And this a title tag is a paired tag. So once you open, you have to close it. Once you open, you have to close it. Once you open, you have to close it. So once you have seen here, I came here first what I want that title to be displayed. I want that title to be displayed. And okay, this is a title that I have. Okay, I displayed this title. So once you display this respective title, this is basically, this is called as a body. That whatever you are seeing here, this part is called as a body. This part is called as a body. So to tell that inside the body, this is what I am displaying, we have one more tag here called as a body tag. We have here tag called as a body tag. And body tag also is a paired tag. So open the body, close the body. Open the body and close that respective body. Started with the HTML. I want to display something called as a demo. This is technically called as a title. This is technically called as a title. So here title, once you get in, after the title is displayed, this is technically called as a body. And inside the body is what I have to display this. So I opened my body. Now I want this contents to be displayed in a proper way. Directly if I write also, I will get the output. But I want this content to be displayed in a proper way. How can I display them in a proper way? How can I display them in a proper way? Yes, so using what? Using a certain tags. Using certain tags. In that, if you see this, whatever the statement that I have given, this is a statement, technically in the HTML, they are called like a paragraphs. They called them as a paragraphs technically. So here the tag itself, we have to display that paragraph. That is nothing but the P tag. P stands for paragraph. And open your P tag, and P tag is paired or unpaired tag. It is a paired tag. So once you open, whatever the content you wanted to give, you have to give that content. That welcome to HTML is what I have given. HTML is what I have given. So here when I've given that HTML, you need to close that respective tag. You need to close that respective tag. So when you close that, this statement will be printed. This statement will be what? Printed. Next, what I want, that statement also, I want that statement here called as technically what? Paragraph. So use that paragraph tag and display that content. What content? Welcome to tags. And close that respective This 2 is what you want to display, and you are displaying 2, and you are displaying 2. 2 statements you are displaying, and this is how in a proper way that you will be displaying it. And whatever this is there, this is called as a title. Okay. This is called as what? A body. Okay. This is called, technically we call this as a paragraphs, or a text is what we'll call. But here technically they call them as a paragraphs. You give one word, you give 2 words, you give a set, statements you give. It is called as a paragraph. But this entire thing, can you see here? This entire, I'm not talking only about this. This is technically called as a title. But this entire thing is technically called as a head. This entire thing, that whatever you will be seeing on the top, it is called as an head. So inside this head, we want this respective title. And if you directly write this also, it will work. Directly, if you write this also, it will work. Why? Because whatever the content you are giving, it will display, because it is a markup language. I said that errors, that what you will be seeing in your Java programming language, or in your structured query language, that errors will not be shown here. It will not be displayed here. If you want that contents to be displayed properly, you have to give the tags properly. Otherwise, whatever you give, it will take and it will display. But here, we have to give it properly. If you are not giving this head also, it will display. It will not show you any error. But as a standard, remember, we should not leave anything. You will be called as a good developer if you are writing any code or a program in an IT standard way. IT standards. So here, this title where we have that inside the head. Where we have inside the head. So you tell this inside this head. Inside this head, you give this respective title. And you start with that HTML as usual. You start with that HTML as usual. Start with the HTML, and it is not mandatory again, giving head and inside title, not, but this is a standard. Inside this head, this is technically, this complete section is called as an head. So inside that head, I want this demo to be displayed. And once that demo is displayed, inside the body, these are the contents that I wanted to be displayed. And these are technically, the statements are technically called as a paragraphs. So I'm using that P tag because I want my content to be displayed in a proper way. So if you want this respective output, this is a code that which you have to write. And when you write this code, this is how you will get the output. But your interpreter, HTML interpreter, how that exactly works is, first it will come to HTML. First it will come to HTML. The browser will understand, okay, you're writing an HTML code and this person will invoke. Your HTML interpreter will understand, okay, you're writing an HTML code and this HTML interpreter will come into picture. And what this HTML interpreter is there? Okay, first line you have said HTML and HTML interpreter came into picture. It will go to head. It will go to head. You are only telling go to head. So what it will do? It will go to head. It will go to head. In the head, what I am giving this respective title. It will go to head. It will go to head and you are closing that head also. Or before closing that head, let me tell of this also. See, inside an head, you want this to be displayed. You want that demo to be displayed, that demo will be displayed there. Once that demo is displayed, can you see that you are coming out of that head? And this part is technically called as what? Body. You are coming out of that. So here, after this title, you have to come out of that. You are coming out of that. Once you come out of that, this is what I have to display. Where I have to display this? Inside the body. So it will see, okay, you are starting with the body now. So I have to, the cursor will come to the body. In that body, what you are displaying, these are the parts that you are displaying. This both, it will display. After that, it will say, okay, you are closing a body. Fine. So it will understand, okay, you have to come out of that body. It will come out of that body. It will come out of that body and it will see this respective statement and it will understand, okay, you're ending your HTML code here. So line by line, it will go and it will execute the things. And this is what the output that you will be getting at finally. Finally. Clear? I will show it practically, but did you understand? Did you understand the flow? Okay, briefly, I am briefing it out. Just look carefully. This is what the output I want. So this is basically whatever I've shown it practically, that is called as an head. In that head, that titles which are displaying technically. Probably you might have not tried to understand what it is exactly, but now you will become a web developer. So you have to understand what that is called as, why it is coming, everything. So that part, it is technically called as an head part. In that head part only, all these titles, whenever you are searching, it will be displayed. So here I've said I want this demo to come. Okay. Next, this is what I want. So whatever you write, you have to start with an HTML, because this HTML interpreter should come into picture. Because this is a person who will scan your line by line and it will give you the output. So once it will go to HTML, this HTML interpreter will awake. And this HTML interpreter, it will go to the next line. It will understand, okay, I have to go to it. See, head if you are skipping, title if you are skipping also, it is fine. Without head, if you are giving a title also, it is fine. Why? Because here, whatever you give, it will display. But if you want that to be displayed properly only, you have to give the tags also properly. Here, nothing is mandatory. Whatever you give, it will display. But if you want that content to be displayed properly, what you have to do? You have to give the tags properly. Okay, it will go to the head section because you have said head there. In the head, what you want to display, title you want to display. So to display this title, we have a title tag only. So inside that title tag, I have given as a demo. So head part is done. I don't want anything. So it should come out of that. So I have closed that head tag. And I have to come inside the body. So I have opened the body tag. And in the body, this content I want to display. Directly if I give also, it will display. But what happens? It will display in one line. But I don't want that. I want this to be displayed in a proper way. And these are technically called as a paragraphs in an HTML. So there is a paragraph tag. To display the paragraph tag, that is a P tag. P stands for paragraph. So this one I have given inside the tag and this one I have given inside the tag, both it will display. Then work is done. So I closed the body. So it will understand, okay, there is no more work in the body. So it will come out of that body. And then it will see that closing HTML tag, then it will understand, okay, HTML code only is ended here. And this person will again go back to sleep. This is how the execution of your code will happen in the HTML. 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 Okay, so we'll execute. We'll execute. We'll execute once. I'll just share it. So I'll just close all the things. So here I'll just take one new notepad or a text I will take. So this I will tell this as a demo. Okay, and .html I'll give, but we need to save this as all files actually. See? And let me tell of this also. Once I tell this, then it will be more clarity to you guys, because everything we can complete in one shot. See here, this is a code you have written, right? Like how you have in your Java, like how you have in any programming languages, if you take, to save your Java file, you will give that as a .java. To save your Python program, you will give us a .py. For Python, it is .py. So like that, to save this HTML file also, we have some extension. That save a file, whatever the name of the file, .html is what you have to give. So entire this entire part, that whatever it is that you need to save it with the .html. So here you can give anything. So I'll just give as a demo. This is a file name and .html you have to give, and you need to save this respective file. So whenever you are writing and whenever you are saving, you have to remember that you have to give the file name and you have to give the extension as what? .html, because this is the HTML code. Probably, I think I would have done a portfolio for you guys. I've done a portfolio for you guys. Okay, so it is easy for me now to. I gave you two files. One is HTML file, one is CSS file. In that HTML file, clearly I said, give this name and .html only. That to what? Give it in the lowercase only. Everything in the lowercase I would have been specified. Yes? Yes, I would have been specified. Why? Because whatever the file that you saved. And here you might ask, ma'am, here you did not give index. No, ma'am. See, this is a normal way execution. We are not uploading this in the GitHub. In the GitHub, there is a rule that a main file name should be index only. There is a rule there. But this is no rule. We are executing in the text only, right? So you can give whatever the name you want here. But extension has to be what? .html. .html. Clear? We'll execute this practically and we will see it. So this is a file, right? So I'll just see, save as. I will do once again. So this is demo.html, right? And we have to, okay, we have to display this where? In the browser, correct? We have to display this where? In the browser. So you have to save this as all files. You can take one notepad file. Okay, take one notepad file, give that name as any name, .html you give, and don't forget this, save type as all files. Same thing you would have been done for your portfolio files also, all files. So you have to give as what? All files, then save it. Okay, yes. So then save it. Why? Because as soon as you save that, the icons will be changed actually. Icons will be changed. Let me take here. a notepad. One notepad I am taking. Okay. So see here, save as I am doing. Okay. So desktop only I am giving. So here I will just give as a demo. Okay. In Python also I have done. Okay. Anyways, demo.html I will give. Okay. So this I will do as all files save. Can you see here the icon has been changed now? My default browser is Internet Explorer. Okay, so that is why it is showing as E. But if you want to open in the Chrome also, you can open Mozilla Firefox, anything, whatever you are using correctly, you can. So I'll just open this notepad itself, this notepad. Okay, so here first I will tell this respective HTML. I'll open, I will end that HTML. See, in your Java, I don't know how much you would have been practiced. Whenever you're opening that curly braces, always if you see the professional developers, as soon as they open, they will close it also. As soon as they open that curly brace, they will close the curly brace then and there. Why? Because that confusion should not be there. And that shows that how much you are well versed with a certain technology. So when you're opening it only, close it off. Okay, so then I have to give what? I have to give the head here. Okay, I have to give an head here. So what is an head? So inside that head also, first let me close this respective head. So inside this head only, what I want, I have to give this title. I have to give this title. So title, what it is a demo. So I will close this respective title. And head also is done. Now I will start with the body. And I will close this body because it is a paid tag. And here I want a certain content to be displayed. So technically it is called as a paragraph. So I will use a P tag. I want to display proper way. So what I have given? I have given as welcome to HTML. And I will close this respective P tag. And one more tag I will give because one more content I have to use. So what it is? Welcome to tags. And I will close the P tag. And I will close the P tag. This is a code. Save it. Control S. Save it. This is a code. Same code only, right? Anything changed? Okay. T should be in a capital. Okay. I'll give that also. Done. Save. Anything else? Anything else is changed here? No, right? So everything is same. Everything is same. So save that file. Okay, you can minimize that file. Here, click on that, right click, and you can open with whatever you want. See, I have a Chrome, I have the internet, I have the Firefox. That is what Mozilla Firefox I have. In whichever you want, you can display. But I will display in the Google Chrome. So I'll open the Google Chrome. Can you see the title here, demo? Can you see the title here, demo? And can you see the contents that whatever I want, how in a proper way in the body it is displaying to me? Can you see how properly? In last time, same thing we did, but it came everything in one line. But now I have used the tag. So how it is coming? It is coming in a proper way. It is coming in a proper way. So this is how, see, one by one, yes, this is a browser. Internet is required. This is what we have discussed yesterday. What we are doing a web applications. Web application means browser. Web is equals to internet. Internet should be there. Here demo is there. Can you see demo here? Can you see demo here? This is a title. That is what I said, right? What is this? This is a title. This entire section only is called as an head. Can you see title here? Demo. Demo is what? It is a title. Why do we give a title? Why? Because that confusion. See, now I opened this, I opened this Zoom also. See, it is clearly visible to me to see my requirement. If I want to go to here, I'll click here because see, it is displaying properly to me. You see, this is a CodeNest website. I have opened the Dream Factory one. I will go here. I will click on that. So that is why these titles also are important to give. And again, your wish, whether you will give or not, but as a standard to make your application proper, you have to use the tags and you have to give. Is this clear to everybody? You can use a doc type also, Akshay. You can use it. That is also to tell that it is an document type of an HTML, basically. Doc type of an HTML, basically. For that is a reason you will give. But you can see here, since it is a text, I'm not giving anything. Okay, I have not given anything. But once we move to what? As respective softwares, that time that also I will include. Okay. Font are different. For the P tag, fonts will come like this only. For the P tag, fonts will come in this same manner. Okay, so this is how the font has been given to the HTML, in the HTML for the paragraph. Okay, so this is how the title will be displayed, and this is how your content in the body will be displayed in a proper format. Is this clear? Anybody have any doubt here? Yes, okay. I will give you one task now. Will you do that? I will give one task now. Will you try it out? Can you try it out? Yes. I'll just write it on the board. Try it out. Try it out on your own. So in my name, please write it your name. Write your name. Okay, so I want this output. I want you guys to try it out. Try it out. And be careful with whenever the screen has been shared. Don't touch here and there. Don't touch here and there. Okay, can you see? So this is a simple one title I have given and simple text I have given. So start with the HTML, use a certain tag, give head also, give title also, everything you give and display and try it out in your systems. I'm just giving you guys some 5 minutes of time. Do it out. Very good, Sushant. First response is from Sushant. Very good. You did not give comma, Shushant. Give comma. See, after hi, I have given a comma. So that also I want. Very good, Kamal. Very good, Shivani. Very good. Very good, Vinay. Give your name. In the place of my name, give your name. Very good, Shaheen. Here there is no any rule that your title and your file name, all that should be same. Nothing like that. File name can be a different, the title you can give a different also. Like in a Java, it is not like same like as your class name, your file name should be present. It is nothing like that. You can give a different file name and you can give a different name for the title also. Ravi Teja. I'll just check the screenshot. Okay. So once it is done, I'll check it out. Good Prajwal. Good Tanu. Good Danusha. Good guys. So tell me, is it simple or is it very much difficult to understand the web? Everything will be like this only. Everything will be like this only. Only the thing is a step by step, step by step, you have to understand. Okay, so how HTML means why, head means why. I hope now you got that clarity, how simple page will be present in your browser. So like this, not only a content, many things you will be doing from now on. Yes, very interesting, right? Yes, Prajwal. More interesting things, more real-time pages we will create here. Sure, Ravi Teja, we will do it. And yes, it is easy. Give different things also, guys. Try it out. I'm sorry, Rivas, if I have missed your chat or a query, because a lot of things will be coming. So if I missed, just repeat it once again. What was your query? Can you please repeat once again? Good, Alfia. Good. So finally, one complete thing you have written. Complete thing you have written. There are a few things, Rizwan. Okay, there are few things which you have to write it in the uppercase only. There are few things which you have to write it in the lowercase. So I will tell you that which are case sensitives, which are not case sensitives, all that. Okay, so we have a separate time for that. So which you can write or which you should not write. So which is a standard, which is not standard, everything we will see. Okay, great, Rizwan. Gurpreet, great, good, Kamal. Good, Yashwant. Venkata Sai, Yashwant. Good. Good, Divya. Good. Give that in the code, Arish. I want that complete code. How I have written, I want that complete code. Try it out once. I will try, Ravitej. I will try. Yes, BR is an unpaid tax, Shivani. Yes, what is the purpose of that? What is an use of that? We will see. Okay. Good, Arish. Good, Arish. Good, Pradeep. What about others? Are you guys trying it out? Are you guys trying it out? Try it out. Write it. Write it. If you have a notepad, write it. Execute and check. This will be your first official code that you will be written in the web. Yes. I hope everybody has written. A lot of things are there. Okay, so we will be seeing, see, not only the contents. We have something called as that is what? Hypertext also we have, links we have, images we have. So everything one by one, we will be seeing it. Okay, everything one by one, we will see it. Okay, so I'll just give some other contents, or if you wanted to try it out in a different way, you can give that title also here. But as I said that more things will come into a picture one by one, but I hope that you guys got a clarity. Once again, briefly, I will tell it will go to HTML. In the HTML, first it will go to the head section. In the head section, I want to display the sample. So I've used the title tag, and work of the title or work of the head is done. So I have to enter into the body. So I came into the body. I've opened the body. I came into body. In body, what I want the certain text. So that the text I got. Once this body work is done, it will come out of that and it will see, okay, body is closed now. Done work with the body. And then it will see the HTML and it will understand that, okay, HTML also, the complete code is done. So once again, I have briefed out the execution part. Is this is clear? Double click on that. Double click on that. Double click on the files, guys. See? See here. This is my notepad, correct? This is my notepad. This is what I have saved, correct? This is what I have saved. See here, I will execute this also. I will tell here as sample. Okay, sample. And I will remove this statement. Okay, I want two statements, right? So let me give here only. So here I will tell as hi. Hi, comma I have given. And here I have given as the My name is Blessina. My name is Blessina. So save this file. Once you save this file, where we have saved this file, I have saved this file in the desktop. Suppose if you have saved this file in any of the folder or in any other place, go to that place. Okay, I have saved in the desktop. See, this is a desktop. See, by default, my browser is Internet Explorer. I don't want to open in the Internet Explorer. So what I did is, I just a single click I did. And then what I did, I right clicked. Once I right clicked, you can see that open with. Open with, it will show you a lot of options. See, I have a Firefox, Mozilla Chrome, Internet Explorer, I have all. So click on this Google Chrome. Once you click on this, can you see the output here? And you can see here also the title what I am getting now here, sample. The title what I am getting here, sample. And you can see this link also you are getting here. See, this link also you are getting here. Some links you will be getting. See, in the desktop, that file name is what we have given, demo.html. So in that demo.html, this is a content that what we are given, and this is a title is what we have given. Clear to everybody? Just you can type it and send. If you are executing, if you are getting the output also, it is fine. But if you have done, it is sufficient. Okay, if you have done, it is sufficient. Otherwise, you can type and send it in my chat box. I will see Ravi Teja. Okay, I will open and I will check. Because here I cannot open that image, so that is why I'm not opening it, but I'll open and I'll check it. Okay, so clear everybody, the first program or a first code which you have written and first page that you have done in the web, this is a page. This is only is called as a page. Okay, so like this only content are there, so many other things are there, so that also we will see it one by one. Okay, so I hope that you guys understood that what is an execution part, how it will be executed, so how this HTML interpreter will work, everything. Okay, so same way, try it out to do the different things. Okay, give the different content and do it. Okay, so here now if you see here, there is something called as an tags. If you see here, there is something called as a, see, basically what is this? This is a tag. What is this? This is a content. Correct? What is this? What is this? This is a tag. What is this? This is a content. Correct? Tag. Inside the tag, I have given one content. So this tag, whatever it is there, this tag plus this content together, this tag plus this content together, if it is there, this entire thing technically here we will call as an element. We will call as an element. So whatever the tag is there, inside this tag, I am giving this a certain content. So this tag plus content together, whatever it is there, this entire part. This entire part, what you are seeing, this entire part, what you are seeing, this is entire part in one shot, it is called as an element. So whenever as we go on, as we discuss a lot of things, so inside that content, we will, inside that tags, we will be giving that the contents. Inside that tags, we will be giving that contents. So sometimes I will not tell as a content or a tag. I will tell as an element. That time you have to understand what is element. Element means I'm referring to this entire part. Element is nothing but a tag plus a content. Together you will call that as what? As an element. So experienced web developers. Experienced developers, if you see, they will tell this as an elements. So if someone asks you, elements means you should not get confused because you have learned that now. That a tag, that content, that together only. In one shot, they will call it as what? As an element. So did you understood element? What we call as an element? What we call as an element? See, it depends on many people. Sometimes they will call as a tag, sometimes they will call as a separate as an element, content, but few people they will call as an element. When they tell as an element, you have to understand, okay, they are referring to this. They are referring to this complete part. That complete part only is called as an element. And if you see in our HTML, we have many elements. See, this is also is one element. This is also is one element. This is also is one element. So we can have n number of elements in our HTML. Whatever the code we are writing, in that code, an n number of elements will be present. Is this clear? Yeah. Yes, Rivas. Tag plus content equals to, it is an element. Tag plus content is equals to element. Okay, so you can write down that element also. Tag plus content is equals to element together. Together it is called as an one element, Shivani. Together. See, we were telling tag, we were telling a content. Okay, a tag content, tag content. Instead of telling the two words, I will tell as an element. P element I will tell. So P element means what? That complete element, whatever it is there. Clear? Yeah, together. Okay, Arita, just send me your code to me through the Slack group. I will check it what problem you are getting and I will rectify that. Okay. And guys, see, sometimes from unofficial, if you're tagging me, I'll not get the notifications. So directly DM me so that I will not miss any of your queries. Okay. Whatever the problem that you are facing, that which is not getting executed, you can take a screenshot of that and you can send it to me. Okay, so directly you can DM me. Fine. And it is my bad actually. Probably I would have written angle. Okay, it is not angle, it is an ankle. Sometimes when lot of things goes in brain, this is what happens. So my bad. This is not angle tag. So you have to pronounce it as an ankle tag. Ankle tag. Okay. So please correct it if you have written. Why? Because sometimes ankle you will tell, but since many of the people will follow with the spellings itself. Many of the people will follow the spellings itself rather than pronunciation. Because in few of the names, if you see, there will be some silent letters. So that is why again I have given. See, ankle tag. See, ankle brackets. Ankle brackets. Ankle brackets. See, this is there, right? This. For every tag, we are giving this, right? We have a curly brace. We have a parenthesis. Like that, we have this brackets also. These brackets are called as an ankle brackets. How do we write this? Square brackets? Square brackets. So every tag, you have to give this ankle brackets. Every tag you have to give inside this ankle bracket. So these are called as an ankle brackets. So flower braces or curly braces, parenthesis and square brackets like that, that is called as an ankle bracket. Yes. Clear? Hope that whatever the questions were there, I hope I have answered for all. Why the space automatically comes in between the paragraph? We are giving the space there, right? We have given the space. While giving a content, we have given the space, right? See, automatically space will not come. Welcome, after that I have given the space. To, after that I have given the space. See, sample I have given, name, I have given the space. My name, I have given the space. I have given the space or no? Okay, I will remove this space. See, now I will remove this space. I will save this part. Is space is coming automatically? Is the space is coming automatically here? Between the first and second line, see, that is a different element. This is a different element. Obviously, that space will come. That is a different element and this is a different element. So definitely that the space will come. If you have any emergency work, you can leave. If you have any emergency work, you can leave. Okay. Hope you understood, Ravi Kumar. Doubt. Okay. Doubt. Did not I, is it visible? Did not it visible to you? I'm sorry, once again, 1 second. I think I did not show the output only because I did not share the screen. See here, the space here, it is not coming. Here it is coming because that is a different element and this is a different element. Okay. Fine. See, always remember, whatever it is there, let it be one question. If one student is asking, you never know, the same question might come for you in the interviews. If anybody is asking any question, same question probably might come in the interviews also. So that also will help you. So always listen to the doubts that what others are asking, so that if that question come for you in the interview, at least you will save your one job. At least you will save your one job. Okay. And whatever the things that you are learning, learn it with the interest. Just for the namesake, please don't learn. Please don't learn. Learn with the interest, because job is important. Without all this, you will not get job. You will not be pleased. I hope you will remember this. Okay. Thank you, Shivani. Thank you. Or you can double click and you can click on the part. Okay. So if anybody have any doubt, you can stay back and you can ask the doubts. If doubts are done, if everything is done. So thank you so much to everybody. I'm winding up the session for today. We'll meet up in the next class. Okay. So thank you all, guys. Thank you all.